Gravity ball. The whole idea behind gravity ball is you have a ball, which will be a ping pong ball. And you take the ping pong ball and you hold it to the top of your board. All the boards are exactly the same size. And you drop it. And the time it takes to go from here to here is less than a second. It's really, really fast. So your job is to try and slow it down. This is actually part of engineering camp. So the idea is, in a lot of manufacturing, sometimes things go too fast. So like if things go too fast, it'll get clogged up, it'll bottleneck, and it won't be able to work. So here, what we want to do is be able to slow it down. So what we do is we give you 200, or actually 150 party picks, and we give you about 20 of these skewers. So you get about 20 skewers, 150 party picks, and what you're trying to do is slow it down only using those materials. When the kids start out, their first idea is to kind of make what seems to be like a plinko machine. Like they just take the toothpicks and stick them in, and then it slows down the descent of the ball. Well, one of the best things to do is actually make a ramp system. So you can talk a little bit about simple machines. First, let them struggle. Never give them any hints or answers until they struggle for a bit. You can even let them struggle for the first day, for about however long you have, 30 minutes or so. Then the next time they go to it, say, well, what about something else? Why do you have skewers? Because they'll use the skewers just like they would with the toothpicks and just stick them in the board. And you're like, well, that's not very efficient if you think about it. Now, as engineers, we use the best use of materials. So if these are our materials, what's a better way to put this together? So let them ponder it, let them struggle. Some of them will come up with it on their own when they realize they can actually take a little bit of tape, and they can take their toothpick, and they can stick the toothpick on the skewer. And you can do that on both sides, and you can make a ramp. So you take that one like that. Now, try to make sure that they're facing the same direction, like so. Now you have your ramp system here like this. You take your sticks. Now, the angle is everything in gravity ball. The angle will change the time dramatically. So here, you have your angle like this. That's going to be pretty good. But it's a pretty steep angle, too, when you consider it. Now, if you take your ping pong ball, it'll roll down. You've just given yourself some time. So in this case, the longest time wins. You're not trying to get the fastest time. You're trying to make it last the longest. You want to take as long as it can to go all the way down. Now, once they start figuring this stuff out, they get really creative, and they start doing stuff where they wrap around the entire thing. Some of them build them out and around, and they get all these cool things to slow it down as much as possible. But a real trick is to actually adjust the angle. Almost completely flat works really well, because there's not a lot of friction with the ping pong ball and the skewer, so it'll roll pretty much on its own. So that just slowed it down even more. So then, when you figure you have 20 of these, you can make a ramp system going all the way down, and that'll slow down the descent of the ball. And that's the whole thing with gravity ball. All you have is toothpicks, tape, and your skewers, and that'll make it work. So that'll make it roll down. Gravity ball.